My name's Molly Birchmore. I come from the Cotswolds. I was born just up the road from Farm Ed and have lived in Upper Rissington for 20 odd years. I have recently been working at the Cotswold Farm Park, but before the pandemic I was living and working in elephant range countries in Asia, working in elephant conservation settings. So in those environments, regenerative agriculture is actually just very commonplace. It's standard procedure in many rural communities to live in this regenerative way. And so I learned the foundations of regenerative agriculture by mingling with the communities that I was working with. Then when I returned to the UK, I could see that there was a big disconnect between what was happening there and what was happening here. And so I explored regenerative agriculture further and Googled and found places in the southwest that were doing and educating around regenerative agriculture, and found that Farm Ed was on my doorstep, literally 10 minutes up the road. And so as soon as days became available to attend, I booked a session, and I'm so glad that I did. I've really enjoyed today. Today was far more than I could have expected it to be. I think the biggest thing that I'll be taking away is the need to have conversations. The need to have conversations around farming, around our food systems, around access to land and access to green spaces are so important. And we're not really having them, with the great nuance that we need to have. There's also not a huge amount of space to have these conversations, and so my biggest takeaway is that if you can't build a wonderful space like Farm Ed, then find another way to build that space. Keep bringing people into the conversation, holding space for people to change their mind, encouraging nuance, encouraging dialogue, and then when we have those conversations and action points come out, building coalitions and building really compassionate accountability to making sure we bring about the changes that those conversations say we need to make.